make you feel magical, and that is the story of my rock. So I feel it like, if I pray in any temples, it is greater. This rock is a greater power than that. That is what I feel about this rock. And if I miss it sometimes, I go back like 2 3 days ago. I was in a hospital when I couldn't attend, and I go back and really make sure that I have it. Like it's always there by my bedside. It's here. So what happened is, you're supposed to find a magic rock, right? So the first time when I had started on, I found a rock, but I could not relate to it. Like somehow, it was. Can't say that it was an ugly looking rock, but it was not something that I was relating to. So on the 16th or 17th day, I realized the importance of the rock and the course that I was in. The people were really sharing, that this rock has made them believe so much and all. So I thought that let me find a rock. It's okay. I asked ma'am if I could change my rock, and she said it's absolutely okay if you cannot relate to it. I What happened is that time there was a lockdown, and I was in Gujarat at my mother's place, and I went to my vegetable garden, and I was just looking around, and there were very small rocks which weren't very very clean, or they were either they were rough or not so good for a rock, or they were big enough. So what I thought. Let me just I was just going around, and by chance I stepped on something, and I told God that whatever this stone is, this rock is that I've stepped on, I think I'll just take it, I'll remove my leg, and that would be my rock. I pray that the universe has sent this rock to me, and you even if it is something else, you just put my rock in under my foot right now, and I'll just treat it as my rock. So this is what happened, and there will also be coming a chapter in our book that says secret your secret symbol. So my secret, you'll come to know about it. My secret symbol has always been a heart. Like whenever I see a heart, it is my secret symbol to be positive, to look at the brighter side of life. So imagine this is the rock I found. This is this is a heart shaped rock. See,
It's heart shaped.
it's heart shaped. Can you imagine? In a garden where I couldn't find a rock, I found a
Wow.
heart-shaped rock. And this is something that I stepped on by chance. And I told universe that, just make this my rock. I didn't know that it will turn out to be heart-shaped. So that is why I believe that it was sent from the heavens for me. Like big words, but that is what I believe in, and that is why I take it so sacrosanctly. I put all my power into it. And honestly, when I take it in my hand in the night, I feel so happy. Like there's instantly a smile on my face. That is why I put all my belief in this. And I've never slept without this rock after that. After I found it,
Wow.
in 4 5 months, yes. So it is that important to have your own rock and put all, because I've energized it so much since 4 months. Every night when I sleep, I think about all the blessings that I have in my life. I do all the gratitude. So I hold this and do it. So imagine the kind of energy that's put into this rock. And that is why it has the power to make me smile whenever I'm feeling a little okay.
I
Yes,
get it now. Thank you.
thank you. Okay, any other questions or sharings? Okay, so we can start today's chapter. And who would be reading the chapter today? Okay, so today's chapter is quite long, I see, but it is an amazing chapter. And who would like to read the chapter today? Anybody, please answer.
I can volunteer.
Thank you, Rashmi ji. And also, Rashmi ji, you weren't there in yesterday's this thing session. I just want to tell you,
I I was not here, so I don't know the timings. So
yeah,
that's why,
that's
yeah, because
okay.
I
So,
didn't get any clue where can I get the answer. What time are you starting? So that's why I
oh,
missed that session.
I'll add you.
I
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
add
I
you in
missed
the
the
group.
session. I always uh I always happy to be here, but I don't know the time, so that's I missed that
I'm
session.
sure. So just a little sharing, Rashmi ji. So many people called me up, and when we were talking about the chapter yesterday, the money magnet, the one that you took. So I had only come for a brief time, 2 minutes, to when I came to speak, and I couldn't attend the rest of the session before and after what you were speaking. And everybody told me that she took it so wonderfully. Who is she? Where is she from? And we loved the chapter yesterday, the one that you took. And I think somebody told me that Malvika also volunteered and she was also saying a few things. So we had to repeat the chapter because it wasn't recorded. But everybody was in awe of you that Rashmi ji and Malvika ji managed it really pretty well when I wasn't there. So I'd like to thank you so much for doing it on a very urgent basis. And I just the feedback is what matters, and the feedback was very very amazing that Rashmi ji did it wonderfully. So, and also Malvika, she isn't there in this session. So thank you to both of
Thank,
you all for doing it so
thank you so
nicely.
much. Thank you for supporting. But I was really very nervous, but it was
Nobody told
great
me that, and
opportunity.
I don't
Yeah,
believe that because
no, it
nobody
was
told me
great
that.
opportunity for me too. But we missed you too that day. Uh, so it's it would be a good idea if we can read it again, that
No,
session.
we already did read it again because
Oh,
we
really?
had to, yes, because we had to record it yesterday and put it on YouTube. So there's a proper playlist of every day if somebody
Right.
wants to see. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, so nobody told me that you were nervous or you were not up to the mark. Everybody was in awe of you, and I'd like to thank you once again. Thank you so much for supporting me like this. And yes, so thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much, all of you. I really appreciate you encouraged me for reading this, and really it was also a great opportunity for me. I enjoyed a lot. I enjoyed a lot. You can't believe. I was so
I'm
happy.
glad.
I was so glad. I thought, wow, how is it possible? This magic happens to me? So this was really also a magic for me too, that I got the opportunity. But I
Wow.
miss you too. Yeah, because you always explain so beautifully. So I love it.
Thank you so much. And the same feedback I got for you that she did a wonderful job because it was very last minute, right? I had a situation at my place and you controlled it. You controlled this entire situation very well. So thanks a lot once again, Rashmi ji. And yes, let us start the chapter today. So this chapter is the best chapter. Like it is my second favorite. My first favorite is the magnificent outcome. And
Can I read?
who's this?
Nidhi, I am Nidhi. Can I
Yeah,
read the
yeah,
chapter?
yeah, yeah, please do it. So just a
Okay.
second, yes. So yes, look at the picture. It's if you see it's the sparkling dust, it's like people are walking in a big hall or something, and you can just see dust. So the magic
Yes.
dust. So please get excited. Today's chapter is amazing. I'd have to rush through it because it is a long chapter, but I'd love to explain it in detail also. So yes, let's start reading. Nidhi ji, please start.
Uh, no duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. Saint Ambrose, theologian and Catholic bishop, ancient
Okay, so
spiritual Ancient spiritual teachings say that what we give to another person with a full heart returns to us a hundredfold. So, being grateful and saying thank you to another person for everything you receive from them is not only urgent, it's vital to improving your life.
okay,
Gratitude is a power.
okay, so Nidhi ji, just please try to take a small pause after every paragraph. So I'll
Okay,
explain. Yeah.
all
Okay.
right.
So yes, thank you. So it says no duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. It says duty. It's not saying that it's your choice. It's not giving you a choice. It's saying it's your duty to return thanks, and it is the most urgent thing. So in the chapter, it will tell you why is it so urgent And why do you have to do it? Whenever you receive any service, any goods, it is your duty to return thanks, and it is the most important thing to do. Okay, so ancient spiritual teachings say that give when we give to another person with a full heart,
Bye.
returns to us a hundredfold. So when we were talking about money yesterday, so we were talking about giving a 10 rupees note to a beggar, right? So whenever you do that, when if you do that with a full heart, it returns to you hundredfold. So we were just talking about it yesterday, and it came in the chapter that all the ancient spiritual teachings say that it is written in ancient books. You can experience it now, but it is written by ancient people, and you will once you start experience it, you cannot go back to normal life. It says, so being grateful and saying thank you to another person for anything you receive from them is not only urgent, it's vital to improving your life. It's vital as in it is important to improving your life. It doesn't matter to the other person if you're giving with a full heart or not. So that is why when you receive, what you give back is just a thank you, an equal and opposite reaction. So it's not only urgent, it's important to improving your life. Okay, please continue, Nidhi ji.
Okay, gratitude is a powerful energy, and so whomever you direct gratitude's energy towards, that's where it goes. If you think of gratitude's energy looking like sparkling magic dust, then when you express gratitude to another person in return for something you have received from them, you are literally sprinkling them with that magic dust. The powerful positive energy in magic dust reach and if affects whomever you sprinkle it on.
Okay, so gratitude is a powerful energy. We all know it by now. We have seen it. This is the 10th chapter, and we see it every day that how a small gratitude has changed our life in 10 days. So honestly, today when you sleep, just introspect a bit and try to understand if something's changed in you by attending these sessions, by having a little more gratitude in your life. So it is a powerful energy, and so whomever you direct gratitude energy towards, that's where it goes. Okay, so if you are doing a concentrated gratitude on any of the relationships, if you have been trying that, so you will know that if you're directing your energy towards that person, that's where it goes. If you think of gratitude's energy looking like sparkling magic dust, so just imagine, कि pixie dust hota hai na, ऐसे sparkling dust. Then when you express gratitude to another person in return for something you've received from them, you're literally sprinkling them with that magic dust. With your power of gratitude, you're sprinkling them with your magic dust. That powerful positive energy in magic dust reaches and affects whomever you sprinkle it on. So, supposing Nidhi ji is reading for me right now, and I'm being thankful to her with my full heart. So when I'm saying thank you to her, or when I'm saying thank you to Rashmi ji for reading for taking the session day before for me, so what I'm doing is I'm saying thankful, and as I speak, I sprinkle magic dust on her. It's like golden dust. Right now, I'm doing this action, so you know it. If I don't do the action, things one of them needs to be. Where's the noise coming from?
Is it okay?
Okay. So that is the pixie dust, and that is the positive energy. So just imagine that positive energy uh getting sprinkled on the other person. Please continue, Nidhi ji, from here. Most of us.
Yes. Most of us make contact with many people every day, whether on the phone, through email, or face to face at work, in stores, restaurants, elevators, buses, or trains. And in many cases, the people we make contact with deserve our gratitude because we are receiving something from them.
Okay, please continue.
Think about the people you encounter on a typical day who provide you with some kind of service, like those working in stores or restaurants, bus or cab drivers, customer service people, cleaners, or the staff at your work. The people who work in service are giving themselves to serve you, and you are receiving their service. If you don't say thank you in return for their service, then you are not being grateful, and you are stopping the good from coming into your life.
Continue.
Can I
Yeah.
think
Please
about
continue.
think about the maintenance workers who keep our transport system working safely, and those who maintain the service of utilities such as electricity, gas, water, and our roads. Think about the cleaners of the world who clean our streets, public bathrooms, trains, buses, airplanes, hospitals, restaurants, supermarkets, and office buildings. You can't personally say thank you to all of them, but you can sprinkle them with magic dust by saying thank you next time you pass or one of them. And you can be grateful next time you sit at your clean desk or walk on a clean sidewalk or across a polished floor.
Okay, so when you I didn't read this, like I didn't explain this on purpose because I wanted Nidhi ji to read the entire thing and then explain to you. Okay, so there are a lot of people, like every day you come into contact with hundreds of people. You use hundreds of services, and each one of them deserves your gratitude. So why does it say deserves your gratitude? So now when you walk across, like you supposing you're entering a restaurant and you see a sweeper at some distance, so you cannot just go and say thank you for sweeping this floor. It will be odd for you, right? Then you are going to the counter, you're ordering something, so you cannot go inside the kitchen and say thank you to the chef, to the packers, to the makers of the food, apart from the chef who are helping the chef. And you cannot say thank you to each and every person. So what is the option then? And they all deserve your gratitude, because the food that you'll be having in a restaurant, in your plate, in your hands, is made by a lot of people. It is not just made by the chef. A lot of people has contributed to it. The owner of the restaurant, the other people, the helpers, the chef, the packers, the waiter, the sweepers who keep the floor and tables and chairs you're sitting on clean, the AC people, whoever comes and repairs the electronics, everybody. So let me quickly read. Most of us make contact with many people every day, whether on the phone, through email, or face to face at work, in stores, restaurants, elevators, buses, or trains. And in many cases, the people we make contact with deserve a gratitude because we are receiving something from them. So you'd see that I have come in a restaurant to eat something. Why does the sweeper receive? What am I receiving? What is that something that I'm receiving from the sweeper? So that is what you're receiving when you're having a full dish in your plate. Everybody's contributed to it. Imagine if the sweeper wasn't there and the floor was had even half of the dust, like it was not even full, but it was half dirty. Would you enter that restaurant and go to eat? No. So every single thing is important, and every single person has contributed to you having that perfect dish in your hand. So that is why most of the people deserve our gratitude, because we are receiving something from them, and we have to start that energy circle of giving them something if we are receiving, right? So think about the people you encounter on a typical day, only one single day. Just think about it, who provide you with some kind of service, like those working in stores or restaurants, bus or cab drivers, customer service people, cleaners, or the staff at your work. The people who work in service are giving themselves to serve you, like they're giving of their time, they're giving something of themselves, and you're receiving their service. So if you don't say thank you in return for this service, then you're not being grateful, and you're stopping the good from coming into your life. So a line had come in this chapter earlier, that if you're not being grateful, then you are complaining. So you'd say, I'm not complaining about the sweeper because I didn't say anything about the sweeper. So this book says that if you're not being complaining, if you have no you know no thoughts about that sweeper, so that is complaining. That is equal to complaining, because it is your duty, as the first line of this chapter, it is your duty to give thanks. So you have to be grateful for that sweeper, and you are stopping the good from coming into your life if you're not doing so. Okay, so think about the maintenance workers who keep our transport systems working easily, working safely, and those who maintain the service of utilities such as electricity, gas, water, and our roads. When I don't know how the uh, kitchen gas is provided to your houses, but for me in Mumbai, it is provided through pipelines to a lot of houses. Not in my house, but to a lot of other houses. So when it is provided through a pipeline, and one day it is not working, you have to ask for somebody to repair it. So imagine the kind of work, the kind of harmony other people work in, so that you get the gas in your kitchen every single day. He comes to repair, he gets a guy along with him, the government is working for it. There's so many people behind all this that are working. So every single utility that you have, electricity, gas, water, and roads, so many people have together made that, and you owe gratitude to each one of them. So think about the cleaners of the world who clean our streets, public bathrooms, trains, buses, airplanes, hospitals, restaurants, supermarkets, and office buildings. You can't personally say thank you to all of them, but you sprinkle them with magic dust by saying thank you next time you pass one of them. And you can be grateful next time you sit at your clean desk or walk on a clean sidewalk or across a polished floor. So when you walk on a, supposing you're going to a nice parlor that is on the fourth floor of a nice building. It houses other offices and other salons and everything also. So it is a nice building. So you owe gratitude to every sweeper, every person that has contributed to keeping the building clean. So next time when it is not possible to say thank you to each one, every one of them, what you can do simply is sprinkle them with magic dust. So you can't personally say thank you to all of them, but you can sprinkle them with magic dust by saying thank you next time you pass one of them. So when you see someone just passing by, say thank you, and you can be grateful next time you sit at your clean desk or walk on a clean sidewalk. Even when you are, like, when the pedestrians walk on a clean sidewalk, just say thank you to, in your heart also you can say thank you, and you can sprinkle magic dust. And please continue, Nidhi. I'll explain on this further.
Yes, when you are at a cafe or restaurant, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to each person as they serve you, whether cleaning the table, giving you the menu, receiving your order, filling your glass with water, serving the meal you ordered, cleaning the table, giving you bill, or giving your change. Remember to say thank you every single time. If you are in a store or supermarket checkout, sprinkle magic dust and say thank you to the person who serves you or packs your groceries.
Okay, so
If
I
you
think
are
this is, yeah, continue.
Continue. If you are traveling by plane, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to the check-in people, the people in security, the person who checks your ticket as you board, and the cabin crew who greet you as you enter the plane. During the flight, say thank you to the cabin crew every time they perform a service for you, serving drinks and food or removing your plates or trash in the service. The airline thanks you for flying with them. The captain thanks The captain thanks you and the crew thank you. So do the same and thank them as you leave the plane. And every time you take off and land at your destination, say thank you. Because the fact that you can fly is an absolute miracle. Be
Okay.
grateful to, yes.
Where were we? Yes. So when you are at a cafe or restaurant, you can sprinkle magic dust. So not necessarily that to sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to each person, you have to do this. You can even do it with your eyes. Like simply you just wink your eyes, and because this book is trying to make you believe that you are a magical person. You have a golden magical aura around you. You have the magical dust. So even when you're sprinkling your eyes like this, you are giving that magical dust to other person. Sometimes you don't want the other person to know, and you cannot just do this or something. You cannot sprinkle, so you can just do it with your eyes. And yes, so as any other person performs every single small activity, like cleaning your table, a waiter comes and cleans the table, say thank you. Say thank you after they give you the menu. Say thank you after you've received what you ordered. Say thank you if they fill your glass. Say thank you if they serve you the meal that you ordered. Say thank you when they're clearing the table and getting you the next course. Say thank you when they give you the bill. Say thank you when they get the change. Remember to say thank you every single time. If you're in a store or supermarket checkout, sprinkle magic dust and say thank you to the person who serves you and pack your groceries. So it is a simple task. Just because they are doing it, it describes the entire thing so beautifully, that as and when you're receiving a service from somebody, say thank you immediately to that person. If you're traveling by plane, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to the check-in people every single time. As the your process goes of traveling by train is in itself is such a big magic. You say thank you to each and everything. When you check in, say thank you to the people in security, the person who checks your ticket, every single thing, every single person, to the crew who greets you, to the flight to the um hostess, to during the flight, say thank you to the cabin crew every time they perform a service, serving drinks or food or removing plate or trash. Airline, thank you for flying with them. uh, yes, the captain thanks you and the crew thank you, so you also do the same and thank them as you leave the plane. So every time you take off and land at your destination, say thank you. So when you start to do that, no, so I personally have the sharing that whenever I travel by planes, which is quite often, so I always get a good seat, even if I've not booked my seat, and I have a seat at the very behind. Like I like to sit in the front, in the first two three seats of the plane. So I always get it because I've been so grateful while flying. Like it gives me a good feeling. So and I genuinely say thank you to each and every service provider, who's the crew members, everyone, when I'm traveling in flight. So like this is my area of magic. I believe that it is so magical to be able to fly, and this has been since a very long time. I took my first flight alone when I was in sixth standard. I used to study in Missouri, and I was lucky enough to have that experience, and I was grateful at that time for some reason. And it has always given me a very very good feeling, and that is the reason I've never had a complaint with any of my flights. They don't get delayed. I'm always in a good mood when I'm traveling, be it a usual travel from my mother's place to my own place. But then it leaves me with a very good feeling, and I'm grateful, and that is the reason I always have a very good experience. I always get the first two three seats wherever I want to sit, because I have started that circle. I've said thank you. And whenever, supposing there's some time that I've gotten a seat, 11 number seat, and somebody really needs to sit beside their relative or something, so I've always provided them that seat instead of complaining or instead of doing anything. I've always um, uh, like given them what they require. So this circle is started by me. I will talk more about circles, but uh, I have been in that circle, and that is why it's given so much to me, and it's always a very good experience for me, traveling in planes. Like it has never been a hassle. So yes, please continue from here, Nidhi ji.
Yes, be
Yeah.
grateful to those people who assist you in your work, whether they are clerical staff, receptionist, canteen staff, cleaners, customer service people, or any of your work colleagues. Magic dust them all with thank you. All of them are doing you a service, and they deserve your continued gratitude in return. Store assistants, waiters, and waitresses work very hard to serve people. They have chosen a job to serve other people. And serving is the people is public. Serving is the public means encountering all kinds of people in varying moods, including those who are ungrateful. Next time you are being served by another person, remember that the person who is serving you is a precious daughter or son to parents. an irreplaceable brother or sister to siblings, a mother or father to children, and a loved and adored partner or friend. And they deserve your kindness and patience.
Please
At
continue.
times,
Hmm.
at times, you may encounter a person in service who behave rudely towards you or doesn't give you the attention you think you deserve. It may be more challenging to be grateful in these situations, but your gratitude cannot be dependent on another person's behavior. Choose to be grateful no matter what. Choose magic in your life no matter what. It might help you to remember that you don't know what difficulties someone might be going through at the time you connect with him or her. They may be feeling unwell. They They may have just lost a loved one. Their marriage might have just ended, or they may be in depression and at a tipping point in their life. Your gratitude and kindness might be the most magical thing that happens to them that day. Be
Okay.
kind.
Yes, I'll just continue from here. So, store
Okay.
assistant, waiters, and waitress work very hard to serve people. They've chosen a job to serve other people, and serving the public means encountering all kinds of people in varying moods, including those who are ungrateful. Next time you are being served, uh, remember that the person who's serving you is a precious daughter or son to parents and irreplaceable brother or sister to siblings. Okay. So, what this says, supposing there I'm sure a lot like all of us have guests at our place, right? And when we are serving to them, all kinds of guests come to our place, and uh, like it's all in good faith because they are guests. But sometimes it so happens that um the people that you're serving to, well, like when guests come at my place and when I'm serving to a few of them, not everyone is grateful, you know. Sometimes knowingly, like that person really know, if he has come to my house, he really knows me and he's a relative or an acquaintance or somebody that, you know, has something to do with me, right? That's why he's come to my house as a guest. So even though in those times that person might not be very grateful to me, like he might not reply to me when I'm asking him that do you want another chapati or do you want a drink, or he might tell me ki, get me this thing. So at those times I feel that this person could have told me a little softly or little with a little gratitude. So imagine this is just at a place. So imagine when we go to just try it, when you serve to others and they talk to you just normally and not in a sweet tone, you feel like, you know, this person could have been grateful. So imagine when we go in flights or restaurants, all kinds of people come, and you might have seen situations when, you know, people really being nasty or rude to the waiters or to the servers or to the air hostess, that why did you do this, why did, like they could have gotten away very easily, but they complain about the service that they're providing. So imagine the kind of trauma that the other uh, that the air hostess or the server is in. So many times I see that, you know, supposing you're in the flight and the air hostess has just served a non-veg meal by mistake to a person. So the traveler thinks that it is his full right to, you know, just bash the other person, and for a genuine mistake they would go on and about. They've not even started. They can just get it changed. They can just ask for a meal replacement, that you have given me a non-veg meal by mistake, can you please give me a vegetarian meal? And it could have been over. So, and the person would have felt guilty, like guilty, or, you know, he could have done it. The air hostess could have changed it immediately. But instead of that, they started to ruin their own day by shouting on the air hostess. They decided to ruin every other traveler who was sitting beside them or away from them by shouting on top of their voice that how could you do this. You'd see a lot of travelers like that. For a small inconvenience, they think that they have the right to bash the other person. And even after that, the air hostess is going through all this, all kinds of people come, and even after that, when the next traveler asks for a blanket or something, they do it with utmost gratitude, with a smile on their face, that yes sir, I will get it for you. So imagine how difficult it is for them, just because they are serving us. So that doesn't give them the right to not be saddened by all these things, right? They might be going through themselves. They might be in such a difficult situation. Somebody might have lost a loved one right now. Somebody like a few days ago, or maybe the same day. Somebody might be in depression or a tipping point. Somebody might have just lost um, a spouse or a sibling. Somebody might have just fought with a boyfriend or girlfriend. Somebody would have, might be going through some health troubles. So so many things, and everybody has some or the other, small inconveniences. So that is why I always try to be grateful to such people. They deserve your kindness and patience. Then, at times, you may encounter a person in service who behaves rudely towards you or doesn't give you the attention you think you deserve. It may be more challenging to be grateful in situations, but your gratitude cannot be dependent on other person's behavior. So, at times, when you go to a restaurant and you feel that यार ये वेटर थोड़ा अच्छे से मेरे को बोल सकता था, मैंने सिर्फ इतना बोला, and you feel that you could have been treated better, but so you decide to not give gratitude to that person. But that is not the case, because yesterday ke chapter ka first line was, a grateful person is grateful in every situation. That means, that is why remember every single statement. Remember the book, keep reading it. That's why I recommend that you should read it. Should read it, read the chapters even after we are done with the session, and you should keep reading on and off whatever you feel that because you never know what will click to you. So this line stayed with me, and it clicked to me right now in this chapter, that you should be grateful in a grateful heart has a continual feast. Means if you are grateful, you will have a continual feast. And the same, and another line, that a grateful heart is a grateful person is grateful in every situation. So no matter what is being thrown at you, supposing you are grateful but the other person is not behaving up to the mark, but in that situation, do not forget your gratitude. Be grateful to that person as well. Choose to be grateful no matter what. Choose magic in your life no matter what. It might help you to remember that you don't know what difficulty someone might be going through at the time you connect with him or her. So there are two situations possible now. When the other person, when the waiter is not behaving well with you, either you can also not behave well, and not choose to be grateful and ruin his day, his or her day more, and also you are lowering your own vibe because you know that it is happening because of some other person. So why do you want to not shine because of some other person's attitude towards you? Why do you want to ruin your own day? Why do you want to let your shine lessen? So do not let the other person dim your shine by their attitude. And also, do not let the other person get to your mind. Your heart and your mind are sacrosanct to you. They are filled with gratitude, and do not let anybody else, not just a waiter or somebody, but even other family members, do not let them get to your mind and play with the peace in your mind, the gratitude that you have. Do not let them do that. You choose to always be grateful no matter what. So choose to be grateful, and it might help you to remember that you don't know what difficulty someone might be going through. They may be feeling unwell. They may have just marriage might have ended in desperation. Your gratitude and kindness might be the most magical thing that happens to them that day. So that happens quite often, when like I go to a dry cleaners, like this is my story. I go to a dry cleaners, and I find a girl who's, I can see so much love in her eyes, but she's always kind of sad. And she's a beautiful girl, but she always is sad. So once she told me that, ma'am, you are very beautiful and all. I said thank you. So that happened, and next time I went, so she was like, I told her you are beautiful too, because I was very surprised that she's telling me, and look at herself, she's so beautiful. She's sad, but she's herself is sad. So I replied to her that I really find you beautiful too. So next time I went to her, she told me, ma'am, आपको पता है उस दिन मेरा बहुत बेकार दिन था. The only good thing that happened to me is you giving me a compliment. So I reminded her that I didn't give you a compliment. You complimented me, and I genuinely felt that you are much more beautiful. There is no comparison, but you yourself are so beautiful. So that is the best thing that happened to her. And even the same day she told me, today is also you made my day because you came to my dry cleaning clinic. So you never know what day you can make. Your kindness and gratitude could be the only magical thing that happens to that person. A lot many times that happens. Even a smile, A genuine smile could be the best thing. A stranger smile, you might be having a rough day, but when you walk across a crossway, or you are in a bus or traveling to somewhere, and a smile from a stranger is like sent from the heavens. How do you feel that? So it is just how you feel. It could be magical. Another person's kindness and gratitude could work wonders for you, and it could be the best thing in your day. So yes, be kind. For everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. So if somebody is on this earth, if a soul is on this earth, so they have come here to fight a battle. That is true, right? All of us believe that if they are on this earth, then there is a battle to fight. So always be kind, because you never know what kind of battle the other person is fighting. You think about yourself. You have always been in situations one after the other, something or the other. Even if you're very grateful, you have something to still come out of. So every person on this earth is fighting a hard battle, and you should be kind to that person. Okay, Nidhi, please continue from here if you thank someone.
Yes, thank you, Mahima. I just want to ask if somebody want to continue it
Yeah,
reading.
no problem. I think Aishwarya just texted that she wants to continue. So
Uh,
yes,
uh,
Aishwarya can
thank you,
continue. Thank you so much
thank,
for reading so nicely, Nidhi.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Aishwarya, you can continue from here if you thank someone.
Yes. Um, if you thank someone on the phone for his or her help, don't throw away your thank you. Instead, give the reason why you're grateful. For example, thank you for your help. Thank you for going out of your way for me. Thank you for giving me so much of your time. Thank you for resolving the situation for me. I'm very grateful to you. You will be amazed at the response from the other person when you do this one simple thing, because they will feel your sincerity. When you say thank you to someone in person, look at his or her face. They will not feel your gratitude or receive your magic dust unless you look directly at them. You've wasted an opportunity to help that person and to change your life if you say thank you to the air, or say thank you as you're looking down, or thank you while you're on your cell phone, because you're not really sincere when you do that.
Okay, so when you are calling a customer service agent, supposing for your phone, and your Airtel or your Vodafone, and supposing he did whatever you asked him to. He supposing he you wanted to change a service or something, and he did that for you. So when you cut the call, you say thank you. So and the other person says thank you for giving your time, ye wo, and then he cuts the call. So you, instead of just saying thank you, what the author is saying, don't waste your thank yous. Give the reason why you're grateful. So example, he's given examples then. So you will be amazed once you say thank you for resolving the situation for me. I'm very grateful to you. You could also say thank you, whatever the name of the person is, customer service provider is. You could say thank you for supposing thank you, Rahul, for attending this call on and changing my service. It means a lot to me. I'm very grateful to you. So imagine the kind of impact this statement would have on the person instead of just a general thank you. So you do not throw away your thank yous, and always state the reason. Always try to state the reason why you're grateful. So I could say, like supposing Nidhi ji had just read, so I could say thank you, and she could say thank you. But if I say thank you, Nidhi ji, for reading so beautifully for me, so doesn't this make her feel better? Doesn't my appreciation go directly to her? She will also feel that yes, this person is honestly being grateful to me. So always try to give a reason. Try to find a reason and try to give that reason to another person. Say, and so this book is written in America by Rhonda Bryan. So there you can look at people's eyes directly. So I'm not saying it is not possible here, but sometimes it might not be possible in our country. But try to look at people, like when you look into their eyes directly and say thank you. Like a lot many times. Uh, when a mehndi artist has come to my place, I'm just looking at my mehndi, I'm saying thank you or something. Then instead of just throwing away my thank yous, what I started to now do is I directly look into the eyes. After having coming in contact with this book, I directly look into the eyes of the mehndi person and say thank you for applying Mendi so beautifully. You did it in such a less time. You instead of just looking at my Mendi or looking here and there, I make sure that I also feel it with a lot more gratitude, and I make sure that she also gets my gratitude instead of letting it away in the air. I thank her for the time that she's given for her spine might be not be straight all the time, but she's still taking that time out for me. It's not my duty. Like, it's not her duty. If you're paying her and she's applying Mendi for you, do not think that money is just an exchange of energy, that she's doing it for you and you're paying her. But be grateful for every other thing that she's done for you. She's taken out her time. You Money is not enough. So be genuinely thankful and see, look into the other person's eyes and say thank you. So it says you have wasted an opportunity to help that person and to change your own life if you say thank you to the air, or thank you as you're looking down, or thank you while you're on your cell phone, because you're not really sincere when you do that. Yes. So actually, when you're looking at down or at your cell phone or something, you're not being sincere. When you start, just try this. When you start looking into the other person's eyes and say thank you will yourself feel genuinely more grateful. That is how your sincerity will come out. Yes. And if it's not possible to look into his or her eyes, at least try to look at the face. Like, just try as much as you can. Okay, please continue, Ashwarya.
A couple of years ago, I was in a store buying a gift for my sister. The store assistant who served me listened to what I was looking for and then went on a search for the perfect gift as though it was for her sister. As the store assistant handed me the bag containing you have to go to the next page.
Yeah.
Con-
Can you see it? No.
yeah, containing the perfect, beautifully wrapped gift, I received a call on my cell phone. I was finishing the call when I reached the front entrance of the store, and suddenly an unsettled feeling swept over me. I immediately returned to the store assistant who had helped me, and I not only thanked her, but I told her all the reasons why I was grateful to her and how much I appreciated everything she did for me. I showered her with gratitude's magic dust. Her eyes filled with tears, and the biggest smile you've ever seen swept across her face. Every action always has an equal reaction. If you really mean if you really mean it when you say thank you, the other person will feel it, and you will not only have made another person feel really good, but your gratitude will fill you with an indescribable happiness. That day I walked out of the store indescribably happy.
Okay,
I don't
so
use
a simple situation like this, buying a gift for her sister. The author was buying a gift for her sister, but the store assistant, she made sure that she was looking she has the best gift that she would want her sister to have, the store assistant. Okay, so when she was walking across, the author was walking away, there was an unsettling feeling. So that happens quite a few times when you feel that a person has done so much for you which was not required. Now it was not the duty of the store assistant to do that. Like, she could have just the author could have just bought anything, and the store assistant could have packed it and gotten money for it. It was not required to put in so much and help the author to find a beautifully wrapped gift, but she did it. So that is why the author also felt that she's given more than what her duty is, and there's an unsettling feeling that a thank you is just not enough. She went back and thanked her with all the reasons. She looked at her, she filled her heart, and she gave so much gratitude, and she showered her with gratitude's magic dust. So then it was a settling feeling, then it was complete for her. So that also happens to quite a few of us. When we go somewhere and we feel that this person is doing so much for us, he's putting in so much effort, in spite of he it is not his duty to put in so much effort, but still he's doing it for us. So whenever you have that unsettling feeling, remember to shower that person with gratitude's magic dust. How do you do that? By your words, by your eyes, by your fingers. If you could just sprinkle magic dust and shower that person with your appreciation, with your gratitude, your genuine gratitude will reach to that person, and imagine what it did to her. Her eyes filled with tears because she received it with as much gratitude as was thrown to her, and the biggest smile you have ever seen swept across her face. So this also made the author, this happened a few years ago, but she still remembers it because she also felt that gratitude back again, that I am really thankful. She could have just walked out, but she or herself felt that I'm really thankful that I got such a beautifully wrapped gift, which was the perfect gift for my sister. So every action always has an equal reaction. If you really mean it when you say thank you, the other person will feel it no matter what. And you will not only have made another person feel really good, but your gratitude will fill you with an indescribable happiness. So it filled the author also with an indescribable happiness. That day, I walked out of the store indescribably happy. Okay, please continue from I don't use magic dust.
I don't use magic dust only for the people who serve. I use gratitude's magic dust in all kinds of situations. When I say goodbye to my daughter before she drives to her home, I feel gratitude for her having arrived home safely. And I wave my fingers in the air and imagine sprinkling magic dust over her and her car. Sometimes I sprinkle magic dust on my computer before I begin a new project, or sprinkle magic dust ahead of me before I walk into a store to look for something in particular that I need. My daughter uses magic dust when she's driving, and if she sees another driver who seems to be stressed and is speeding, she sprinkles magic dust over them to help make them feel better and keep them safe.
Okay,
Today,
so yes, just a second. So yes, I don't use magic dust only for now. First, see, the author is very smart. First, she's shown that you could use it for people who are providing you service. Okay, now she's saying not just those people, you could use it for your family too. So you could use it in any situation. This person is trying to tell you that this is such a small and a simple thing. You could do it with any person. Like supposing you are driving a car and you see a car from distance, and you see that driver might not be driving very well. It might smash into your own car or somebody else's car. You could just sprinkle magic dust, and that person, it will reach to that person, and that person will immediately change. you know uh, so see, I don't use magic dust only for the people who serve. I use gratitude's magic dust in all kinds of situations. When I say goodbye to my daughter before she drives to her home, I feel gratitude for her having arrived home safely. And I wave my fingers in the air and imagine sparkling magic dust over her and her car. So you could do that in any situation. When your daughter is leaving your house, you could just sprinkle her and her car, that this car made her reach safely. She is reaching there happily wherever she is going. You could do it on your father, on your son, on anything. When I was coming back to hospital from hospital yesterday, I just sprinkled on my mother-in-law who's going through a tough time. I sprinkled it on her that she'll get well soon. I sprinkled it to every single thing that was there in the hospital, to the nurses that are serving her, to the room that was in which she was. Every single thing that that this will contribute to the betterment of her health. You could do it to any person. Then, sometimes I sprinkle magic dust on my computer before I begin a new project, or sprinkle magic dust ahead of me before I walk into a store to look for something in particular that I need. So, a lot many times when I'm going out shopping, I just sprinkle it on my car. When I'm leaving, I sprinkle it on the stores that I'm entering, that I will get a nice.
रीमा जी, मैं कुछ शेयर करना चाहता हूँ।
बिनोद जी, मैं ये कंप्लीट करूँ, उसके बाद
ठीक है,
शेयर
ठीक है,
कीजिएगा.
ठीक है, कोई अर्जेंट नहीं।
Yeah,
थैंक यू,
thank you
थैंक
so
यू,
much.
थैंक यू।
Yes. So yes, you could sprinkle it on anything, everything. And my daughter uses magic dust when she's driving, and if she's another driver who seems to be stressed and is speeding. The not only supposing the driver is not smashing into you, but you just see a car which is speeding, and you think that it'll be better if you could sprinkle it on her, and it will help her. So just sprinkle on whoever you wish to. Now you think this is such a nice way. Like, would it work on anyone? That is why this is I said that this is my second favorite chapter, because you can do it on anything and anyone, and it will help. That is but that is why this is a long chapter, and the author is teaching you that every single thing you can change in your life. So yes, Aishwarya, please continue here.
today, take gratitude's magic dust with you for the people who work in service and look for every opportunity you can to sprinkle magic dust on everyone by saying thank you. Thank at least 10 people who perform different services you benefit from today. It doesn't matter if you don't get the opportunity to do it in person. You can mentally acknowledge the people whose services you benefit from. The magic dust will still reach them. As an example, mentally say to yourself, I'm really grateful to the cleaners who work through the early hours of the morning, making sure that the streets are cleaned of trash every day. I've never really thought about how grateful I am for that service, which is done like clockwork every day. Thank you. Make sure you keep count of the people in service you're grateful for so that you know when you have thanked 10 different people for their services and sprinkled magic dust on them all. If you imagine the sparkling magic dust falling over people when you thank them, you have a picture of what really happens in the invisible with the power of gratitude. With this picture in your mind, it will help you to believe and know that the magic dust of gratitude really does reach people and that it will be available to help them to improve their lives. And every time you sprinkle magic dust over another person, it also returns to you in your own life. If you're at home today, then sit down with a pen and journal or on your computer and go back in your mind recalling instances where people in service went out of their way for you. It may have been someone on the phone, or it may have been a tradesperson who was determined to resolve a problem for you. Maybe you
Okay,
received great service from your.
okay, I'll just continue from here, Shwarya. So today you have to magic dust people who work in service. So slowly and gradually you will get a hold of what this book is about. But for today, like why are we starting slow? Because this is my fifth month, right? But still I'm, every month I'm finding something new and I'm increasing gratitude. So for now, what you have to do, you have to look at every opportunity you can sprinkle magic dust on everyone by saying thank you, and you have to do it for only 10 people today. Hello.
Hi, we can hear you.
Just a second. Yes. So for at least 10 people, so minimum 10 people you have to do it. If you do it more than that, that's okay, but mentally keep a count that today, number one, number two, keep a count like that for sure, because at least 10 you might not know, but thank at least 10 people who perform different services you benefit from today. It doesn't matter if you don't get the opportunity to do it in person, you can mentally acknowledge the person whose service you benefit from. The magic dust will still reach them. As an example, then they've given this example that supposing you're walking across a street and you know that the streets are cleaned of the trash every day. So just thank the person whoever has cleaned the street and say, I'm really thankful about the service. So supposing somebody has cleaned your room or somebody is providing water to you, or say thank you to the RO company who's giving you clean water. So you have to mentally thank 10 people in your mind. If you cannot thank them in person, that's okay. Make sure you keep the count of the people so that you know you have thanked 10 different people, and sprinkle magic dust on them all. If you imagine the sparkling magic dust falling over people when you thank them, you have a picture of what really happens in the invisible with the power of gratitude. This picture in your mind, it will help you to believe and know that the magic dust of gratitude really does reach people. So just, try to sprinkle and do the magic dust on all those 10 people. It will be available to them to improve their lives. So imagine that it is improving their life also. Wish them well, wish them an abundant life. And every time you sprinkle magic dust over another person, it also returns to you in your own life. Okay, so if you're at home today, you could take sit down with a pen and journal on your computer. You go back in your mind recalling instances where people in service went out of there for you. It may have been someone on the phone, or a tradesperson, or who was determined to resolve a problem for you, like you called a customer service agent, right? So you could say thank you to him, or you could mentally also say thank you to the service provider only, or you could say thank you to so many people. So I'm sure you'd find a lot many people, more than 10. If you cannot find it, so at night, take a pen and a journal, or on your computer or mobile, just write thank you, or mentally say thank you to all the service providers. Okay, please read, Ashwarya. Maybe you've received great service from your mail person. Yes. Are you there, Aishwarya?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
The trash collectors or recycling companies or local store assistants. Make a written list of 10 instances where people in service helped you and send magic dust by saying thank you to every one of them.
Okay.
Magic
So
reminder. Okay.
yeah, so today mentally you have to do it 10 times. Keep a genuine count of it. Make sure it is 10 or more, but not less. And at night you have to list down 10 instances where you like, when I tonight when I sit down to write, I will say um thank you to the Apple store who gave me this laptop so I could conduct this session. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is something that I'm acknowledging, okay, in my mind, and I'm sprinkling magic dust on that Apple store provider. So this is what you have to do. You have to write 10 people who have genuinely helped you. So magic reminder. Thank you, Ashwarya, for reading. I'll just read through it, and you read very beautifully, as I say every single day to you. Thank you so much, Ashwarya, for reading.
For conducting this session, Mahima. Thanks a lot. You explained really well. I'm able to
Thank you so
understand.
much. Yes, I'll just read through it. Read through tomorrow's practice today, because the practice for day 11 begins when you first wake up. Okay, so we'll read through day 11's practice also. Let us complete this one. Okay. Magic practice number 10. Magic dust everyone. First is the same every day. Count your blessings. Second, today, sprinkle magic dust on 10 people who perform services you benefit from by thanking them directly or otherwise by mentally acknowledging and thanking them. Feel grateful to them for the service they perform. It could be anything. I'm sure you'd find 10 people. It could be if you find water running through perfectly in your washroom, just say thank you to the service provider of uh, the whatever you have in your washroom, the small appliances that you have. So say thank you for everything, for water running perfectly in your washroom, anything. So 10 people, make sure it is at least 10. Number 3, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. This is also to be done every single day. It is a powerful thing. That is why number 1 and this magic rock is same every single day. And number 4, let's read through day 11. So what is day 11's practice? It says, when you wake up to the new day, before you do a single thing, say the magic words thank you. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, the first thing when you wake up, no thoughts in your head, just say thank you. That is the first thing that you have to do. Then number 2, from the moment you open your eyes until you're finished getting ready, say the magic words thank you in your mind for everything you touch and use. So when you wake up, after that you say thank you. So after that you might go to washroom, have water, have tea, coffee, until you wait, until you get ready, entirely ready for the day. Say thank you for every single thing as you walk to the washroom, for the water running in your washroom, for the towels you use, for the outfits you have, for every single thing, for the comb you're using. Count your blessing, make a list of okay, so then you do your count your blessings. Okay, so this is what you have to do tomorrow. Make sure until you get ready, this today is day 11 and day is 10, sorry, and tomorrow is day 11, but you have to do the assignment before we read the chapter. So to make sure you do it tomorrow, say thank you for every little thing. And yes, so today's chapter is done. I hope everyone is clear. And Vinodji wanted to share something. Vinodji, please share.
हाँ, धन्यवाद महिमा जी, आपको थैंक यू फॉर दिस ब्यूटीफुल सेशन, और पूरी टीम को, आसमीन मैम को और एनी सभी को, राजन सर को, जिन्होंने इतना बढ़िया अवसर दिया है हम लोगों को एक अच्छे प्लेटफॉर्म पे और अच्छा काम करने के लिए, और उसका बेनिफिट हमको मिल रहा है। और सुबह ब्रह्म मुहूर्त का भी उन्होंने बताया है, उसके लिए भी मैं थैंक यू कहना चाहता हूँ कि ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में किया गया हर काम फलीभूत होता है। तो सभी चीज के लिए धन्यवाद। और आज मैजिक धूल की बात आई है तो मैं फिर सभी सेशन में बोलता हूँ, मेरी एक बड़ी सिस्टर है, उसके लिए मैं फिर मैजिक धूल आप लोगों से भी प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि वो डिप्रेशन है और वो दवा से बेसी दुआ में असर होता है। तो आप लोग से सभी चाहता हूँ कि मेरी बहन जिसका नाम प्रेमलता पोद्दार है, उसके लिए दुआ करे कि वो जल्दी स्वस्थ हो जाए और आराम से खाना पीना करे और मेरे से बात भी कर पाए। इसीलिए मैं आप लोगों से रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि आप लोग सब भी उसके लिए मैजिक धूल का वह काम करें, तो जिससे दुआ का असर बेसी पड़ता है दवा से।
Yes,
Thank
thank
you,
you, Binodji, for attending my sessions and Thank you so much for coming every day, and I sprinkle magic dust on you and your sister Premlata ji for getting well very soon and have a very fulfilling, enriching life. She will get soon very well and have a very good life as she wants, exactly as she wants. So thank you, and all of us here are praying for her. Just all of you, I would request you all on behalf of Mr. Binod ji to sprinkle magic dust on Premlata Podar ji to have a grateful and a very nice life, just as how she wants. So yes, she will have one. All of us are praying for her. Thank you so much, Binoji, for coming and sharing. And yes,
thank you
we
to
are all
all
praying for
everyone.
her. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We are always praying. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Any other sharing or questions anyone has for Magic Dust?
First of all, thank you for all the participants, and thank you, Mahimaji. You are expressing very well. You are explaining everything beautifully, and we are enjoying your session. So we are blessed.
Thank you so much,
And
Rashmi ji.
I would like to share one thing. It's
Yes, please.
about from my childhood and now also. I can because uh, I saw my mother-in-law that whenever we go from uh, whenever we are going to theater or in a hotel, so there are some service person. She always grateful to them, and she always gives some money without any expectation. She thought he has done so many things and he is doing so much work. She always gives something, so I learned from her. So I'm so blessed. I learned very many things from her. And when I was a child, I saw my mother also when she goes to my when I go with her to my nani's house or my dadi house, my grandma's. So she also gives some money when some service person also come there. So this was also a tradition. Maybe uh, for a long time, everyone is doing the same thing, but now we are doing and we are learning from this magic book also, and we are sharing experience, but we are also reminding our childhood as well as our everyday day-to-day routine also. So this this is really very good thing that we are learning.
Yes. So thank you so much for the sharing, Rashmi ji. And yes, you are very right. Giving away money is just a extended form of gratitude. So yes, your mother-in-law and your mother, I'm sure people in olden times they used to do that, and now also a lot of people do that. I have the same in my family in Mumbai. We give away a lot of small change and money to service providers to make sure that we give them gratitude as well as something for the service they have provided to us. So any kind of there's no negative energy, and also they also feel the kind of gratitude we have for them. So yes, it's a good practice, and I'm glad that you could learn it from two such important people in your life. So yes, that is an extended form of gratitude and very good learning and very good sharing. So thank you so much, Rashmi ji, for sharing. Anyone else would like to share magic dust?
मैं एक बात कहना चाहूंगी।
हाँ जी।
महिमा महिमा मेरी बेटी है, और उसके ससुराल से मुझे एक बात कभी सुनने को बड़ी प्यारी सी मिली थी, जिसके लिए मैं हमेशा धन्यवाद करती हूँ कि मेरी बेटी को ये वाला ससुराल मिला है। एक बार जब 2006 या 7 में, मुझे टाइम याद नहीं है, उस टाइम पे जब मुंबई में बहुत ज्यादा बाढ़ आई हुई थी और एकदम सब कुछ, उस दिन पूरे दिन बारिश हुई थी काफी तेज, और सब लोग अपने घरों में या अपने ऑफिस में स्टक हो गए थे, वहीं पे सबको स्टॉप करना पड़ा था। तो महिमा के ससुराल के ठीक सामने कोई बैंक है, उस बैंक में 100 आदमी लगभग आसपास फंस गए थे और वो लोग पूरा दिन घर नहीं जा सके थे। जैसे ही इसके ससुराल वालों को मालूम चला कि यहाँ पे सामने इतने सारे लोग स्टक हो गए, एकदम रुक गए हैं, इनके लिए कुछ खाने पीने के लिए नहीं है, तो ऐसे ही इसकी जॉइंट फैमिली है, महिमा की, इनकी जॉइंट फैमिली है। उनके ससुराल वालों ने तुरंत अपने जो उनके घर में महाराज लगे हुए थे, 3 शुरू से जो कुक रहते हैं, उन सब कुक को लगाया और साथ में सारे जने खुद भी लग गए और सबने मिलकर उन 100 आदमियों के लिए तुरंत खाना बनाया और उन्हें खाना प्रोवाइड किया सामने। और बड़े मैजिकल, मतलब उनके शब्द इतने अच्छे थे कि आपने भगवान हमें ये मौका दिया कि हम किसी के काम आ सके, और उन सबको खाने में इतना धन्यवाद भर के वो खाना उन्हें दिया। खाना खाते उन सबकी जो तृप्ति हुई और जो उन सबको शांति मिली, उन सबने इन सबका बहुत धन्यवाद दिया और आज तक वो लोग अपने रिलेशन इन लोगों से बनाए हुए हैं। और ये चीज मुझे अंदर से इतनी आनंदित करती है कि कितना ध्यान रखते हैं हम। खुद का ध्यान रखें या नहीं रखें, सामने वाले का ध्यान जरूर रखना चाहिए, ये बात हकीकत है। अपना ध्यान अपने आप ईश्वर रखता है हमारा। थैंक
Yes.
यू।
थैंक यू
So thank you
संगीता
for
जी।
sharing, मम्मी।
संगीता जी थैंक यू। अपना वीडियो ऑन कीजिए और आपकी बेटी के लिए मैं आपको धन्यवाद करता हूँ। मेरी भी 3 बेटियां हैं जो इसमें लगी हुई है और आपकी
वाह।
बेटी कर रही है, बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही है, उसके लिए धन्यवाद धन्यवाद धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद,
अपना वीडियो
आपका
शेयर कीजिए
धन्यवाद।
तो हमको भी मालूम पड़ेगा आपके
Thank you for sharing. Really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing, मम्मी। I don't think I have shared it like this, but आपने बहुत अच्छे से share किया। And thank you Rashmi ji and Binod ji for acknowledging. So yes,
Thank you.
I thank you Nidhi ji.
Thank you, Sangeeta ji.
Thank
Thank you, Rashmi ji. Thank you, Mahima ji. Thank you, everyone,
you,
for
everyone.
sharing, enjoying, and makes our day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So
Thank
I'd like to
you.
share. I've been blessed with a beautiful family that I'm married in. But the core of this family, why everyone loves my family, is gratitude. They are such grateful people. My family has 17 people, and everyone is just so grateful. So gratitude is inbuilt in them since childhood. Like जो हमारे grandmother, grandfather थे, उन लोगों ने बचपन से सिर्फ gratitude सिखाया है हर चीज में। That go out to help people. When you help others, God will help you. No matter how much money you have, थोड़ा बहुत भी अगर तुम्हारे पास है, just like if it's not enough for you, it's okay. Just give out. Of course, it has always been enough. But जब नहीं था, like काफी सालों पहले जब नहीं था, तभी भी दूसरों को देके ऊपर आए हैं सब लोग. So दूसरों को देना बहुत important है, with a good feeling of gratitude and with a feeling that the other person will be abundant. So God will help you to become abundant too. So thank you, mummy, for sharing. And yes, we maintain relationships with every single person that we come in contact with. अगर एक बार भी वो हमारे contact में आया है, not me as a person, but my family. Like I've just been married 3 years ago, but I've seen that if a person comes in contact with my family for even single instance in their life, like a small instance when you know they were being helped. So after that, they would love to always be in touch with us because we have always been grateful people. So I would love to be love for other people to also, you know, find this gratitude in their life and continue it for all their life. This course will be over in some time. And mummy, you're looking very beautiful. And yes, I'm muted ho, but yes, thank you for sharing. And let us all build more gratitude in our lives. And thank you, everyone. Pinoji, आप भी muted है. So
I just want to share something.
yes, please, Rishti.
So the thing is that I was a little skeptical before joining this session.
हम बोल रहे हैं कि माँ बाप के जो संस्कार दिए हुए होते हैं बच्चे में, वो आगे जाके ससुराल में नाम कमाते हैं। मेरी भी 3 लड़कियां, 2 लड़कियां श्रद्धा छावछड़िया इसमें हैं और एक श्वेता झुंझुनवाला। आप लोग पहचानते होंगे। श्रद्धा ने मुझे इसमें इंक्लूड किया था, मैं उसका धन्यवाद करता हूँ। बेटी मेरी है तो क्या हुआ, उसने मुझे बहुत कोऑपरेट किया। और आपको भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, जो आपकी लड़की जो इतना सुंदर काम कर रही है और ग्रुप किया है, उसके लिए थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू। ऐसे बच्चों पर माँ बाप को नाज होता है। हमें भी, हमारी लड़की बराबर ही है ये। मेरी भी 3 लड़कियां हैं। थैंक यू
Pinoji, for
महिमा जी।
yes, such kind
ऐसे
words.
लगे
Thank you
रहिए,
so much.
आगे बढ़ते रहिए।
Thank you so
आपका दिन
much.
दुनी रात तरक्की हो.
Thank you, Vinod ji, for such nice words.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so thankful. Yes. मम्मी आप म्यूट पे है, आपने जो बोला वो नहीं सुना, आप अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं.
हेलो. हाँ, मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ कि आपकी बच्चियों के लिए भी हम सब की बहुत बहुत गुड विशेस, बहुत प्यार से बहुत आगे बढ़े और खूब खुशियां प्राप्त करें जीवन में.
Yes.
धन्यवाद. विनोद जी को बोल रही हूँ.
प्रेमलता जी बहुत जल्दी जहाँ लाइफ में होना चाहती है वो रहेंगी, बहुत खुशी खुशी. सो हम एवरी डे उनके लिए, जब से आपने बोला है तब से मैजिक डस्ट करते हैं. मतलब आई न्यू इट फ्रॉम बिफोर, दैट इज व्हाई आई डू इट. तो यस, उनके लिए
आपका
भी बहुत
लगा,
सारा
ये
मैजिक डस्ट.
तरीका बहुत अच्छा लगा, मैजिक धूल पड़ा.
यस.
बहुत सुंदर लगा.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Rishti ji,
सहस्त्र
please
आत्मा से
continue.
धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much. Rishti ji, please continue.
Yeah. So I was just saying I was a little skeptical before joining this. I did believe in magic because some years back I did read Secret. But
Yes.
actually after 4-5 days I stopped doing it. I don't remember why. But I'm doing this religiously since day one and I see the difference in my life.
Yes.
So grateful to you for introducing this again in my life. Also that somebody also we discussed about the health. I was tested positive some 22 days back, and today I am healthy, fine. I had a lot of problems, but I still did give gratitude to my health and I feel really good, energetic and positive. So it's like a lot of people, I don't know if everybody does it, but I just want to say that if one day we feel like missing or we miss doing the activity, please don't do that. Please just take out that 10 minutes, 20 minutes and do that. It actually makes a difference. That's it. I just wanted to say this.
Wow. That is an amazing sharing and an amazing inspiration to other people also, Vrishti. I wish you well. I wish you get well soon. And this virus is just nothing. It's okay if you have tested positive. My mother also had, and a few other family members, but they came out of it very quickly just by being grateful. It has nothing on you, and I hope you get really well soon. The most magical and quickest way to get out of any negative situation, as a chapter had gone by a few days ago, I think 2-3 days ago, day 7 was magical way out of negativity. So if you are in a negative situation, an unwanted situation in life, you could really do it very well by doing the opposite of it, just by being extremely grateful. And yes, thank you so much for sharing that one shouldn't be missing anything. Even if they do, they can do it by the end of the day. It's just 10-20 minutes, and a grateful heart hath a continual feast. So you will have a continual feast because you are a grateful being. And thank you so much for trusting in me. You came in this sessions in spite of being skeptical, but then you joined and you're doing it so well. So I wish you well. I sprinkle magic dust on you. I wish you get well very soon, and all of us are sprinkling it on you. I
हम
request
सब
other.
मैजिकल करते हैं, स्प्रिंकल कर देते हैं, वो सब
Yes.
जल्दी से जल्दी ठीक हो जाएंगी.
Get well soon, and we will
Get well soon.
हम सबकी विशेष, सारी विशेष उनके साथ हैं, वो बहुत जल्दी ठीक होंगी.
Yes.
Thank
So
you, sir.
Vrishti will get well very soon, and yes. Okay. Anybody else wants to share?
We all are with you
Yes, and Manju ji had shared a video.
because
Yes, please continue.
yes, this is a teamwork, so we can do together.
Yes,
We
that's
all
true.
have magic in our lives, so we all need magic, and magic works. Really, it works.
Yes, really it works. And also I'd like to share that Manju ji had shared some videos with me. Manju ji, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So I'd like Manju ji to share your videos. So I came to know that she's a teacher She teaches young children like KG children and first second standards, and
Only
she
KG, ma'am. Only LKG.
KG. Okay, LKG. She shared a beautiful video sharing the magic book teachings in her classes, in her Zoom classes. So I would love for her to share it on the group and just show to other people how impactful it is when we teach to young children. So they grasp ideas very soon, much more than us adults can. And she was teaching them that, have milk, and when you're having milk, just say it is filling me with strength. Have water and just say it is filling me with love, laughter, and happiness. I don't exactly remember, but I'd love for Manjuji to share her videos on the group. It made me smile the entire day. It was really inspiring for me as well, that somebody like Manjuji is able to inspire young kids. So yes, I'd like you to do that. And if you have any sharing, then you could share it, Manjuji.
No, I'm very happy with you. May God bless you always. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You
Thank
have
you
made
so
my
much,
day.
Manjuji.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Yes. So thank you all of you all for being in this session today. We'll continue tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And yes, so be excited today. Remember to get more from this magic by being more grateful. And remember, you have to magic dust at least 10 people who provide services to you, and whoever else you want to, but at least 10. So yes, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank